Tell us when you're ready, Angie.
Okay, ready. Okay.
Okay. The time is now 5:39 p.m. I'd like to call the meeting to order. I guess we'll go ahead and do the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of
States of
America,
America,
and
to the republic for which it stands,
one nation,
one nation
under
under
God,
God,
indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
liberty and justice for all.
Angie, can you please call roll?
Yes, let me do that. Martha Wright Martinez?
Oh, she's here.
She's present.
She's
Amber Elias Hinojosa?
Here.
Sylvia Bruni? Absent. Guadalupe Ramirez? Absent. Jessica Ontiveros Villarreal?
I'm right here.
Okay, present. Sylvia Palumbo?
Here.
Esther Figueroa?
Present.
Priscilla Pantoja? Absent. Maria Yvette Romero?
Here.
Diana Rodriguez?
Present.
Present. Maria Antonieta Reyes? Maria Antonieta Reyes? Absent. Mary D. Gonzalez? Absent. Maxine Robles?
Present.
Rosa Maria De Llano?
present.
We have a quorum.
Wonderful. Does anybody have any citizens' comments? Anybody from?
No.
No, we don't have any citizens besides ourselves.
Wonderful. So I hope that everyone has reviewed the minutes. They were sent in the email. I'll give you guys a few minutes if you need them, and I'll take a motion from the floor to approve the February 14th minutes.
I so move, Madam Chair. Sylvia Palumbo.
Sylvia Palumbo.
And I second the motion. De Llano Rosa Maria.
Perfect. Does everybody, all in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Aye. And the motion passes to approve the February 14 minutes. Okay, next we have items for discussion and possible action regarding the 2022 Hall of Fame. The media reception is tomorrow. Sylvia Bruni just arrived. The media reception is tomorrow at 6 p.m. at the IBC on the main branch, 1200 San Bernardo, I believe, in the Sanchez Neiman suite on the second floor. I have already contacted all of the Hall of Famers. The PIO office sent out the media advisory. And I think that was about it. I don't recall us handing out any like literature at that event, but if anybody has anything that I need to include or be mindful of for tomorrow, now is your time to let me know. We did order flowers. Diana ordered the flowers.
Amber, Sylvia Bruni has her hand up. Amber, I don't know if you can see her.
I can't. Who has their hand up?
Sylvia Bruni.
Okay, Sylvia.
I can't figure out how to get a full screen. I mean, but anyway, just a reminder to the commission that that from the beginning there was just one request that was made by IBOC, and that was that in compliance with the CDC guidelines and the numbers, since we are still in something of a COVID watch, they had told us that room, and we've got the really nice reception room, but that room would more than likely not accommodate more than 50 people safely. And so what I know that Amber already did with the honorees was that each one of the, what is it, 6? Are they 6?
Yes.
That each one of them was asked to bring no more than 3 guests. So that would make 24 right there.
6 por 3, 18.
With, if everyone in the commission attends, that's what, another, how many are we?
18.
18 or so, so that would be 20, 32 media. We just need to be cognizant of the bank's request that we keep the numbers to no more than 50. They are going to have the patio of honor. They're being very generous with us, and we want to make sure that we respect the request. Okay? That's it, Amber.
Amber, what was the address again, please?
I believe it's 1200 San Bernardo.
It's a main branch. But
Yeah,
it's
it's the
San
main
Bernardo
branch.
and Scott, right?
I was looking at a check to see if I had it on this. Right by
Roads.
It's gonna be on the second floor, am I correct?
on this in the second floor in the Sanchez Neiman room.
Okay. So what time do you want us there, Amber?
I would say 5:30 would be great. I'll probably be getting there at 5, so will Sylvia Palumbo. And anybody else that wants to get there early will be there. But I would say at least by 5:30. Also, keep in mind that it's right next to the train. And
Yeah.
so that could delay, there is a lot of downtown traffic at that time. Right now, the bridge is shut down. As far as I know, the bridge is shut down for what happened in Nuevo Laredo yesterday. But still, if it opens back up, that means there is gonna be a lot of traffic around 5 p.m. So just plan accordingly because of the area and the traffic at that time.
Amber, were you able to do an agenda after all?
That's what I guess that's what I'm gonna do is do like a little agenda for tomorrow. I just wanted to get everyone's input so I make sure I don't miss anything for tomorrow's agenda.
Did you get the sign in?
I got the sign in.
Okay.
And anything else y'all can think of on this last day to plan for it?
On the agenda, is it gonna be like a little pamphlet type of deal where you put little pictures of the honorees with their names and the?
I don't have any pictures of the honorees at this point. Last year, we had a printout after the media reception. I was able to find that, and we did have their pictures for that, but it's after the fact highlighting the media reception.
Okay.
The invocation, so I talked to Sylvia Palombo about that, and she said we didn't have an invocation for the media reception itself. And so she was gonna call Sister Rosemary to secure her for March 27th.
Okay.
Yeah, but we do have somebody that would say the invocation from among us. And anybody who wants to say it, we've had it.
Yeah,
We
if
used to
anybody
have-
wants to say it from the group, that would be great.
Yeah,
Anita, haven't you done it before, Anita?
I've done the pledge.
Okay.
I mean,
The invocation.
yeah, I could do the invocation if you'd like that. I mean, you just let me.
Or Sylvia, Palumbo, both of you? Either or, Diana and I will, either Diana or myself will do it. It doesn't matter.
Could I do the invocation? I could start the pledge and then we take it from there.
Perfect.
Okay.
Okay, anything else that I need to add for the agenda for tomorrow?
Was that you're gonna have has anybody confirmed from the city who's attending?
I have not confirmed who's attending, but I know all the council members know about it.
They got it.
Yes. And I'll also send a reminder text to the council member assistants so that they can remind them as well.
Doing the the opening, and then Celia will do the vocation, and then I'll do the pledge, and then you continue with the honor. Well, actually, the guest, and then
Yes.
were you able to get anything from the city, like the pin, a little pin or something in recognition, or no?
No, wasn't able to get a pin, but
Okay, so then
I
the
had it
flower,
written down.
are you gonna want the rose to be given to them at the time that they're arriving, or at the time that they're gonna be like I'll present the flowers or the rose as they're being called in?
I think as they're being called in would be better.
Okay, that'll be fine.
Are you gonna do the madrina thing, Amber? Ask people
Yes,
if they
we
wanna be
need
madrinas?
to assign the madrinas right now as we're discussing this and the 27th.
Do you wanna I could do the education if you want.
Okay, we have two for education, and let me tell you who they are because they have also already scheduled when they will go get their interview.
Okay.
And so we need to have a representative with them for their interview.
Okay.
Let me give you I have like two emails.
It's
regarding
Tina
it.
Arciniega and Mary Lou Mendiola Lopez.
What?
They're the two educators.
Yes.
And we have two health science, two
Go ahead.
doctors.
Back, Rosa Maria,
The two educators are Tina Arciniega and Mary Lou Mendiola Lopez.
okay, I'll do Mary Lou.
Yes, and I can do Tina since
Okay.
I'm an educator also.
Okay, so Mary Lou
Oh,
is
yeah.
gonna be
Yeah, I can do Tina because
Diana.
her mother was a good friend of mine. Tina.
Amber, I
Rosa
can
Maria
do,
is gonna do Tina.
I can do Gladys King, Dr. Gladys King, if you don't
Who is
mind.
Sylvia? Is Sylvia Palumbo?
Okay.
Yeah.
Gladys King. And then
Amber, I
there's,
can
and
do
the other one
Patricia
is,
Cortez.
Okay.
Mary Freeman, ¿cómo se llama? Jane Unseitig. Jane Unseitig is the other doctor.
And Lula Morales.
I can take Jane on Psychic
Okay.
Okay.
if you need help.
Lula Morales is a realtor. Martha is a realtor. Martha, you want to do Lula?
Is she here?
Or who wants to? I am taking over your job. No, Amber, you ask. I'm sorry.
No, that's fine.
It's okay.
I'm trying to
such a
find the
teacher.
email
I'm
because I
sorry.
also have their schedules on when they're gonna go get filmed
Yeah,
at, and I
it's
need
the
to tell
teacher
you
and
that
me.
as well.
Lula is the educator, of course. I mean, the realtor.
Lula's a realtor.
The realtor.
I can take Lula if nobody else jumps up.
Yes.
Okay.
I wanted Lula because she's a friend of mine, but I think I'm an educator, so I should take the educator.
Okay, so let me review who I have.
Yeah.
For Mary Louise Lopez, I have Diana Rodriguez. For Rosa Maria Diano, I have Tina Beckelheimer, Arceniaga, Sylvia Palombo, Gladys King, Esther Fidova, Trisha Cortez, Sylvia Bruni, Jane Sigaro, I still can't say her last name.
Unseitig.
Unseitig. And I will take Lula Morales. Okay,
What,
and then
you have
let
the
me.
schedule?
I have the schedule in front of me for, let me
No,
give you when they are gonna be. Trisha Cortez is probably gonna be the one that goes first, because she wants to go Tuesday, March 15th at 3 p.m.
Okay. Perfect.
And then the next one would be, I have to go back to the, Dr. Gladys King. She plans to go Friday the 18th at 1:30.
Okay, Friday, the 18th at 1.
Is where this is gonna take place?
It's like 500 block of Garden Street.
It's on Garden Street. Let me look it up real quick.
Okay, I know where it is.
It's
Okay.
a public
Yeah.
access.
Pacheco Elementary.
Yeah,
Yes.
so
It's public access.
Thank you.
next to the Civic Center
Thank you.
on Garden Street.
The Laredo
Okay,
Independent Office.
I'll put the address right now in the comments. The other one is Dr. Jane Cigaroga
On
Anxiety.
site.
Insightic.
She's
Mhm.
gonna go Wednesday, March 16th at 2 p.m. And then
How about Mary Lou
Or
Lopez?
Mary Lou, you haven't seen said the
yes,
educators.
hold on. It's because they're in a different email.
You wanted to know which one? Mary,
Mary Lou.
she's on March the 22nd at 9 a.m.
22nd at 9 a.m.
It's on a
And
Tuesday.
then
Tina,
Yes.
The 22nd is on a Tuesday?
yes, it's a Tuesday.
Yes, Tuesday.
Okay, at 9. Okay.
And
Are you
then-
gonna give us their phone numbers, Amber?
Tina,
Yes,
you
I
haven't
will.
said Tina, Amber. She's
yes,
the only
and
one
then
missing.
Tina.
March 17th.
It's Thursday. Yes,
Oh, that's
Thursday.
already, that's this
It's a
Thursday, St. Patrick's.
And then Luna had said, what time did you say it? Sent me another email yesterday,
Okay.
and she said, let me know about the TV interview, and it can be at 11 a.m. That's what she said.
In other words, she can't go at 10, so she wanted to do it at 11.
Yeah, I'll
Yes,
confirm. I'll
sure.
call her this evening because she just sent it like an hour ago to confirm her
Okay.
time.
Amber,
The
did you all send like kind of questions that they will be asked about? Yes.
No, I haven't sent them yet. I have to prepare them this evening. I just found out that we had to prepare our own questions for what we're gonna ask them. I have a few questions from previous
Interviews.
interviews and panel questions from International Women's Day that I was gonna kind of review, but if there's anything that you guys like or you think is it important to ask them,
Well, you
type
have
it
to
in the
remember,
comments.
Amber, you have to remember also that it's not that long. 3 to 5 minutes, if I'm not mistaken. I don't know if you've spoken to Jerry as to how long each individual will be speaking. Because remember, you don't want to not having them to be listening and just, I mean,
Doing up 2 months. Try that because she's the supervisor to kind of assign it to somebody else because I had contacted the office and the admin like left me waiting for a week. She didn't even bother to call me or email me to tell me that he wouldn't be in for 2 months and he wouldn't respond to my email and I emailed her as well and I spoke to her on the phone. And so they recommended that the liaison is the one that scheduled these interviews and they did. That's how we have these times.
Mhm.
And that's when they said that we also needed to have the questions and have a representative with them. And so I thought we would just do like what we did last year, but I do not recall what questions were asked in the videos. I think it's just like kind of telling their story about them and
what
the
made
work that they've done.
what actually made them choose their career,
Mm-hmm.
or who made an influence in their
Okay.
making decision as to their decision as to becoming like a doctor, a specialist, an educator, a realtor.
So inspired them. Yes.
Were there who inspired them to become what they are now. You know, I think that's the first question, or one of the questions that I think should be asked. Like, I mean, how did they get to be where they're at? You know,
Agree. And who will be asking the questions, Amber?
I believe it's their madrina
Yeah,
asks the
oh.
question
Oh,
and
the
then they read
madrina,
it off.
okay.
okay.
Yeah, so what I'll do tonight is I will work on the questions. I don't know if you guys want it in like if you want to collaborate in a Google Doc or not, but because somebody's getting interviewed tomorrow, I will put everyone in an email with their madrina and their Hall of Fame inductee, and then exchange phone numbers in the email so that everyone can pair up and be in contact.
Mhm.
And as well put the questions so that they can prepare for their interview.
Yes.
How
And
many questions
can
would you
I-
say tops? Like 5 questions?
Not more than 5. I think.
Yeah, no more than
Not more
five.
than 5. Okay.
Yes.
I think they usually average a little bit longer than a minute per answer. So if they only have 3 minutes, I would say 3 questions, no?
Okay.
Or let
3
them
to
pick
5 minutes. It's 3 to 5 minutes.
3 to 5 minutes.
Mhm.
Okay, so they could.
I think maybe just giving them like an option because the public access can pull from,
Right,
they don't have
right.
to ask the same question, right? They can just pull whatever looks and sounds better for their.
In other words, well, Jerry's not going to be there. Whoever's going to be in charge, they'll be editing.
Right.
And they'll take, they'll be putting pictures of, I mean, well, this is one of the times that they do, when they ask for different photos, you know, they would be snapping pictures of whatever, of their career. And then have it in between. And it'll take the 3 to 5 minutes per, I mean, because I mean, imagine already 5 minutes per six individuals. That's 30 minutes already, and that's already like very monotonous.
Amber,
Sylvia Bruni has her hand up. Yes, Sylvia.
let me look at the binder for the last event that we had. I know for a fact that we did not have to create the questions. All of that had been provided for us but it might be because Jerry's gone. I don't know
Yeah.
what's going on over there.
Oh.
Let me see what I can find,
Sí,
if I
sí,
get
sí.
a copy of the questions, and if nothing else, I can send them over to you, and possibly some of those might still be useful.
Right.
Okay.
And Sylvia,
that would
See
be
what
remember.
I can
very
find
helpful.
for you, because I know I kept the entire binder, okay?
Mhm.
Yeah,
What we can
that would be
do,
very helpful.
what we can do also is send them the questions, and
Yeah.
you know, they can formulate their talk just from the questions. You know, they have them in front of them and they just tell us.
And the other thing too is that the madrinas were not involved in the questions. We did not
Right.
have any,
That's
we
what-
were not
yeah.
at all
Right.
visible
Yeah.
or audible in the
Right,
video.
right.
Right.
Right. I don't think we should ask the questions. I
No.
think we should just tell them beforehand and then let the audio just be their answer, I think. Because then we take away from the minutes
Yeah,
that the video is on. And
That-
I also wanted to tell you that for Jovita Idar, Dr. Gabriela Gonzalez will make this video, you know, about her 3 to 5 minutes. She wanted to know how long the video is going to be for the rest. So I'll tell her to tell us something about Jovita Idar in 3 to 5 minutes. And of course, she will be speaking about her in her main talk later. But just so we can also honor her with a video.
Amber, may I?
Yes.
Yes, it's like Sylvia mentioned that the madrinas did not ask the questions. The madrinas are in charge of contacting them to be able to remind them about their meeting at the time, and then the day of the actual event of the Hall of Fame. That's when we escort them upstage and present them with a plaque at that time, because I mean, we're the madrina, and that's where we give them the plaque for each individual at that particular time. I mean, the madrina hostess, you know, to remind the honorees to do not forget their appointment, to make sure that they're there, if they have any questions, their invitations, how many people are invited to the event, and then we'll be presenting the plaque or whatever to give them. That's when we take the picture with the madrina, their honor.
Okay. I got that. I just also put in the chat what Angie sent me in an email after she spoke to Mr. Juan Garcia from Public Access. So it doesn't necessarily have to be the madrina, but at the interview, but they do need somebody to be there. And it says it would be a good idea to look at to preview recordings. Somebody needs to be there conducting the interview. So that's just the email that I got.
Yeah, I mean,
Amber,
we'll be
Yes.
there
Amber,
to support them.
Sylvia,
They
where did you go?
actually conducted the interview themselves. We were just there like cheerleaders.
Yes.
But we didn't,
Amber,
we did not.
Yes, Sylvia.
I found the questions.
Oh, yay.
And there were 6 questions, and possibly they've changed the routine, maybe because Jerry isn't there, but all the madrina did last time was we made sure that we reminded them, we greeted them, we were there with them during the interview, but we did not have anything to do with the interview
Okay.
itself. But maybe they've changed it, but I do have the questions.
Okay.
Tell us about you. What defines you was 1. 2, what led you to get into the field of work that you are currently being honored for? I'll send them to you.
Okay.
Number 5, what would you consider to be your quote best achievement so far? And number 6, what advice would you give other women? Those
Wonderful.
are the questions. But I mean, again, maybe they've changed the procedure because Jerry's not there. I don't know.
See, very good questions. I think we should send them to them beforehand.
Yes,
Send
Sylvia,
them
if
to
you
them
email me that,
beforehand.
I will send it out in an email tonight.
And we actually had sent them an email. Take so that they'd had a chance to prepare.
I think that the okay,
Yeah,
Sylvia, okay, Sylvia, that they'll have a schedule like in the calendar, and then who's gonna go what. The questions that you'll be responding to on the interview, and but send it as a whoever's gonna send that email to send them to all. I mean to the commission and then to them as well, and that way everybody has the schedule of every individual that's going to be going through the interviews in case that there might be an emergency with any of the ladies that might not be able to attend for whatever reason, for any type of an emergency that they might have to change their time or the date, and that has that. Make sure that that they have that in front of them in case that they might have an emergency.
Okay. That sounds good. I can before we
So
in and make sure y'all have each other's number and confirm their recording time.
Mhm.
and let them know everything. I've mentioned to them the attire and all that, but you can just, reiterate attire and the whole process.
I think that it'll
Okay.
be to have the 6 chairs up front, and then the madrina behind.
Behind them.
Yes, and that way you save time for the media people, because a lot of time the people from the media have other commitments to go and do other viewings or emergencies or what, and they have only a time that they might be able to be there. So at the time that we do that, if we already have the chairs set up at the top, and that way they could, I mean, the newspaper can take a picture for the city, and they'll put it on the newspaper, and the TV do the interviews, like, I mean, they'll speak to what, and then that way, because a lot of times they're rushed for time, and we have to, I mean, we time, because a lot of times.
I wanted to tell you, Laredo Morning Times does not have a photographer anymore. Nobody, no photographer. So make sure they do have freelancers. So make sure you talk to somebody from
The city.
only Thursdays and Fridays as a freelancer because he's now with KGNS.
So
And
Christian
What the-
Ocampo covered this story after
okay.
the city council meeting.
Okay.
The city PIO sent out the press release,
Okay.
and so I'll double check with him because he's also doing a bigger story about the Hall of Fame. Wanting their contact info so that they can put a picture of them in their editorial and put their bio and all of that. And so there is going to be, I know that there's going to be a big story on March 20th. They also ended up, like, when that first article came out, they did not interview me. They just took, whatever they got from the council meeting, and I wasn't interviewed until a week after. And I don't know whatever I said when that's going to come out. So it'll probably hopefully be around.
Christian Ocampo used to be a photographer, but now he was a reporter. So I guess they're using him as both a reporter and a photographer. So that's great.
I mean, he didn't use the best picture of me either for the.
Yes.
Amber,
Okay.
excuse me,
Yes.
Amber, may I just interject? Are you talking about the insert that they're gonna put on a Sunday? Because they always put an insert of all the women and their stories and everything, and then they bring those copies there to to the event. So have we?
Yes.
Are you? Is that what you were saying right now?
I think it's about the
insert?
same thing because it's Women's Month. Christian
Correct.
called after and said that
Correct.
he was going to be doing a story, and then some other lady from LMT called wanting the contact information and their pictures and bios so that they can do like a special spread on the Hall of Fame inductees.
Yeah, it's a
for March
special one that
20th.
we've always done that, and they put it in as an insert, and that's very nice. It's a very nice tribute to the women.
That one, normally we give it out the day of the event of the induction.
The day of the event. Okay.
Oh, they're gonna do it like on the 20th, like you mentioned, Amber, which will be fine. But I mean, we do need copies for the actual event of that day, where everybody could keep a copy, because a lot of people nowadays don't buy the newspaper because it's pretty expensive now. It's like
we can request a copy. Yes.
Several, we can request copies.
And yes, that's the reason they don't have the photographer anymore. It's more expensive, and the readership is very low. It's the lowest ever.
It's ever been.
Yeah. So it's unfortunate, but it's true.
Amber, whoever's in charge of the city of the pictures, that individual, if the Laredo Morning Times cannot go, I mean, that individual, which is Noraida, no?
Yeah, I'll send an email to Noraida right now after this meeting.
So it's that she
Um,
could be able to be there at the event tomorrow, so she could take
He'll
pictures.
probably send someone.
Oh, okay, perfect. So then they'll be taken care of. I'm sure that the news page at KVTV are
Yes.
there to do the the
Yeah,
move.
and I'll double check with Brenda
Nora-
Camacho to make sure she's like one of my friends, so I'll make sure she has somebody there
Yes,
assigned to it.
exactly.
Okay. Anything else? Well, can we please move on to the actual ceremony, induction ceremony? Any final details that we need to finalize for that?
Before going into that one, do you want us to wear any particular color for tomorrow?
I don't have any preference. We didn't do that last year.
Okay.
Whatever y'all want to wear. I haven't had power in my house since Friday, so I can't even think of what I have in my closet. So I'm at my parents' house right now. That's another story, but I think what I told them like business casual is fine. Professional, business casual. It's not, I don't think the show's not about us, it's more about them, and
Yeah.
we're kind of just gonna be in the background. So but if you want to wear pink or something, that's fine too. Oh. Okay, I really want to get to Hall of Fame stuff because I know it's a lot that we have to do for the actual big event. Esther, what do we need to do to help you?
Thank you so much for asking. So it's pretty much, we got the menu and I was gonna send that to you all so y'all could have an idea. Those of you that have been there before, it's gonna be the same buffet that we always have. As far as the trophies, we were gonna go to Bob's, but since Rosie mentioned that she liked the concept of the last one, we're gonna go and look at a second option and then possibly look at that option, and I can probably let you know that they're not gonna be the same, but it might be the same concept. Would you all be okay if maybe one plate, kind of plate form would be white, another one red, and another one brown? The base would say Laredo Commission for Women in the name, and that would be the only way that we could do that little plate or that medium-sized plate concept as a trophy.
If I may, why don't we try Bob's trophies? I mean,
No, that's where we're going. That's the first option.
okay, because
But
the
Rosie,
one that they
Rosie,
the one that we gave 2 years ago was a little bit kind of small, and the ones prior to that that Bob has done prior have been beautiful. I don't know
are
what
they the same concept?
no, I like the one that Elia
Well,
did.
you know what, Anita, thank you for mentioning that because it brings to mind the budget, Amber. I needed to know what our budget was.
I think it's exactly what it was last time, which was like 10,500.
10,000.
I
Okay,
gave
10,000.
Priscilla all of my literature that I had regarding the budget and all of that. So I don't have it on me anymore because I gave my originals to
We'll try to
Priscilla.
keep it within those means. So let's just say that going back to the trophies, we'll do that, Anita.
Well,
Appreciate
because
it.
that
The
2 years
other
ago
thing,
we had a lot more recipients. This time it's only 6.
right,
So I think that Bob has done an excellent job, you know, on whatever
right,
y'all chosen. But I want
right.
to say the one that we gave 2 years ago was a little bit too small.
It was we were disappointed because we expected something larger.
The-
I was
some
looking
big-
at a larger plate that they have. They're really large, nice, but they would not be the same color. So that was the only thing I didn't know what you all would say. So that just delays the process. And I think that maybe we'll just stick to Bob and go there rather than just everybody having a different plate trophy concept.
Yeah, no,
Are
I
y'all
mean,
okay with that?
Yeah, you do what you have to do. It's your,
Okay, thank
whatever
you.
is best.
Thank
Yeah.
you. The
And
tablecloths
Esther,
and
I wanted to mention that I just sent you the Rebozo ladies' phone number. So in case you want to call her or you want Elia to call her, or I can call her, I don't
the
know.
thing, Rosie, I'll be very honest with you. I would prefer that you call her because
Okay.
you have a relationship with her.
Yeah,
I've always gone through Elia, and maybe she can consider the price with you because for us, it's always like, oh, it's a little bit expensive, but we want them.
see,
So
yeah,
maybe
the
that would
Rebozos
work.
are expensive.
Very.
Yeah, but yes, they run $60, $75.
I-
I
Well,
don't know how much you,
that's a lot better than what we paid, but that's great
Oh,
if we can
really?
do that.
oh,
No, we
Oh,
got
yeah,
about
but
75,
that's okay.
79.
75,
she
it's
can
about
give us.
75.
Más o menos, that's
So
what
the
we paid.
economy
Sí.
and the way things are, but, so Rosie, if you wouldn't mind helping me with that,
Yeah,
I'm
no,
gonna reach out to
I
Elia.
just sent you the number, but I can call her, yes, I just saw
Please.
her this Sunday. And she had,
And she's gonna
I mean,
ask
had
you-
we known, we could have, I mean, it didn't bother, I mean, it didn't, no.
That's okay.
We could have
Rosie,
gotten from the
and the
source.
colors that we want for the ladies, you know,
Sí, ajá.
those are gonna be something that she's gonna ask que colores, so kind
Sí,
of
sí,
like.
sí, and we would say a different hue, I think,
Yeah,
¿verdad?
different
Like
color.
last time, yeah,
She's very good at recommending too.
yes, yes.
So then I'm gonna reach out to Elia for the labels, so they can be covered by the budget.
Yes,
And
yes.
then going on that, then obviously the menu, and I'll send you all an estimate cost on where we are. But one of the things that I was thinking of, Amber, was we're not in charge of the program, so I don't know who's gonna be working on the program. If, if you wanna have somebody do that. And number two, just FYI, two things before I forget. The city of Laredo last time, we had some issues. I don't think the volume was working or something like that. So we had a backup and we had a microphone and podium set up just in case because that kind of did not work clearly. I don't remember the details, but just for FYI, to have a backup for microphone and podium. And then we started reading again, rather than it being already pre-recorded. But our intention was that their bio had been pre-recorded and it would have been read when their pictures were going to be displayed on the video. And that did not happen. So we had to, if I remember correctly, I'm not sure, Sylvia Bernie, you might remember that, but we had to improvise and read that. So just kind of like to think about that and then see how we want to handle that. And then last but not least, I've already received some calls from former Laredo Commission for Women wanting to know if they can attend. So that's also a decision that, we need to make because I have to guarantee the plates and all that.
How many invitees for each of the honorees?
Well, we were thinking due to COVID, don't we hate to use that word, but we were thinking of 8 per table.
Including
And
them.
that will give us more
7.
tables. I'm sorry?
In other words, there'll be 7 and including them, that would be the total of 8 for that per table.
Correct.
Okay, so Adina, so we could let them know how many people they can invite.
Correct. All right, is everybody okay with that number?
It's gonna be 7 guests plus them,
Right.
correct?
Correct.
Correct.
Now, some time ago, we had extended an invitation to as many as we knew, Commission for Women, and that was a lot of work. I just don't know how we would want to do it. Maybe if you all want to do it, number one, and maybe when you're interviewed tomorrow, Amber, to extend that invitation, if that's what you would want to do, if that's what we all want to do.
Esther,
I was actually thinking about something like this because somebody from previous member of the commission like commented on one of the posts after that article. And I was thinking that we needed to create like an alumni network because I feel like there's years of commission members that have gone through different things and it would be good to kind of like let them know what we're up to. If they have ideas or things that they remember that we can, keep up to date with, that's something that has come to mind, that maybe we need to have like a Facebook group or something, where all former commission members can kind
Yeah,
of keep
that
up
would
to
be a
date,
great
and that would be a
idea.
good place to invite them.
Great idea. I
I know.
believe when Linda was chairwoman, Sylvia Palumbo, what's her last name? Linda
Ramirez.
Ramirez. She was a commissioner at that time. They had all that in I believe the previous secretary for our program, I think it was Karina Elizondo, they had all that information already, Amber. I don't know where it went. So maybe.
At
I'm
that,
sorry. Go
if
ahead.
they had a 20th,
Anniversary.
20th anniversary at the Embassy Suites where
Correct.
they invite former
Oh, past members.
Right.
inductees.
Past honorees.
Yes, and it was the 20th anniversary when, of course, Linda and Karina were there, and it was a beautiful event. And they had a master list of all the inductees, and at that time, the people they got invited, and we got to invite one guest, and it was a beautiful event. It was also a.
Right.
Mhm.
So do we invite ladies? Do we invite past recipients or not?
I think we should first see how many people are own honorees, because I'm thinking
Correct.
7 for Lula Morales, for example. She has a huge family, and I think we should give preference first to the honorees, because I think
I
Lula
agree.
is going to need 2 tables, because
We
she
used
has
to
a big
offer up to
business.
2 tables, Rosie.
You know,
We
I,
used to,
and I think we should honor them first and give them,
Yes.
see how many they need before
Okay,
we
whatever you
offer
all
it to
say.
anybody else.
I have to guarantee everything by the 25th of March.
Yes,
Well,
but I
sooner the
think we
better,
should,
right? But let's say the 21st of March.
right. Well, I think, but we should offer to the honorees first,
I
and
agree.
then later
I
to
agree.
whomever else you want.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean,
That's
you
my
all,
I agree.
suggestion.
whatever you all want.
That's my
Well, then-
suggestion.
I agree on that. However, I think that we have had in the past, we have guaranteed about 150 or something like that, Esther. Do you remember? How many
I'll check on the files. I'll check on the
Okay.
files,
So,
but the last thing we want are empty tables.
Okay.
well, and I think we should give preference to our honorees. If they're going to be
First,
only
the
7.
honorees. Mhm.
Mira, Mer, esta Trisha tiene muchas personas que va a invitar, de seguro. Lula también. No se diga Gladys King también tienen, and then the other ones, Unsighted, I mean, they all have, I think, pretty well, a lot of people that they can fill up another table of 8.
So if
I
there's
think.
8 chairs per table, each
Yeah.
honoree is 13. Let's say they're all gonna take 2 tables. That's already 13 times 6. That's already gonna be 120 something, no? And then us, 140.
It's más o menos 150 that because we have that table for the elected officials.
And
which
then we
they
have the
never-
elected officials.
They
Can I
never
interrupt?
come.
Can I interrupt? Because I've got the invoice in front of me.
Okay.
When we did it, the year that I was there, we guaranteed 200
Mhm.
and the price was $35 per person. That's what we guaranteed for the San Agustin Ballroom. Okay?
Mm.
Did we fill the table, Sylvia? Do you remember?
Yes.
I think we did.
Okay.
But do we have
Ladies,
10
are you in agreement with the 200 then, and then extend an invitation? Obviously, to those that want, I don't know how we're gonna do it though, to be
No,
honest.
How does it work? I mean, I know that we do remember that that year's Hall of Fame was much bigger than the one we have now.
Yes.
Does it mean
Correct.
that we open it up? Were we
That's right.
charging? I don't remember.
No, The city will not let us charge anything. The city will not let us get sponsors for anything.
Okay, so then we paid for 200 plates, or we guaranteed 200 plates.
Yes, but Sylvia, you have a good point. We
There
had,
were more in,
what, 10
more
recipients?
inductees.
We had 10 recipients at that time, right?
Yes.
And this time we have six.
Yes. I just did the math. If we did 6 recipients with a total of 2 tables, that's 16. 16 times 6 is 96. We are a total of 12 commission members. That brings us to 108.
And then
Plus
just,
And then-
council and the mayor is 9, right?
And do
And
they
then
bring
maybe
the?
17.
Yeah.
I would cap it at 150
I agree.
or 130.
150. Yes.
Yeah, I agree. Now, Amber, when you get interviewed, do you want to extend a public invitation to the previous members? Because we're not going to have an email to send it to.
if I may, at the extent that presentation, I think we're opening to going above and beyond the 150 or 200
Yeah.
and remember COVID
Yeah, I agree.
Yes.
budget.
Yes.
And so if we just stick to the honorees families, and all of them have, I'm sure that even more than 2
Okay.
tables, because if we do extend former honorees, that means that there's going to be a whole bunch of other people that are going to want to go because it's a beautiful event. And then we might surpass the budget to start with. And if we're going to go with the rebosos, I mean, those are expensive. I mean, you need to kind of budget with
Yeah.
what we
I
have.
think we
Right.
should cap it, and then whatever seats we have extra, if anybody contacts us, have kind of like a waiting list.
Okay.
And those people we can contact like the last week, right? After we confirm
Okay. Great
every
idea.
official seat.
Yes.
Great
So if
idea.
anybody
I'm on
contacts
the
us
waiting list.
between the 20th and the 27th, and they're a former commission member or a former Hall of Fame and they want to be there, we'll know exactly how many seats we have available.
Great idea. Okay. Are we going to make invitations and give it to them? I believe.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
I told them
believe
that we
did that.
would. I told them that we would.
Okay, those invitations were made by the city, if I'm not mistaken?
Yes.
All the print
Yes.
has to go through the city.
Yes. Carlos took care of that.
Carlos
did?
who?
Carlos Ramirez, he works for the city. He's the one that puts sometimes the video when we're at the conference room. He works there at the city
City secretary.
with the city secretary.
City secretary.
Janita,
need-
do you have a working relationship with him?
I know him. You would need to
Could
tell
you
me
help
what
us with
exactly.
that?
Excuse me?
Could you
Yes.
help us with that, Janita?
Yes. Just tell me what you want, and I'll go to the city and talk to them, and because we have to give those invitations.
Yes.
It
He
would have been
has-
perfect. It would have been perfect to already have had him. So when they go to the interviews, that they would have already. I mean, we
Right.
could issue their invitations, but of
He
course, I
has
mean,
a beautiful, he has a beautiful image of the one 2 years ago. If you could
Yes.
just use that and run with the same
Mhm.
wording, just different dates.
exactly. Yes.
Yeah, that would be great.
Just Esther, or who's gonna be in charge of what they're gonna write on that? Esther,
Just have them duplicate what they did in the previous year.
and just put
Yes.
March the 27th.
Yes.
March the 27th, 2022, and it's gonna be from 11 to 2. Am I correct?
Correct.
Okay, the same location, La Posada. And are we gonna put RSVP? No, yes?
Yes.
Okay,
Well,
not
eh,
necessarily because they're gonna have the 16.
yeah. No, I wouldn't do RSVP. I
Okay,
mean,
they're gonna have each individual will have 16 invitations, or actually 15, because I mean themselves will be 16.
Yeah.
Right?
ladies, what do y'all think? Are you all okay with no
What time
RSVP?
is the event again? I'm sorry.
11.
March the 27th, 2022 at 11 to 2 at La Posada. Am I correct?
Correct.
Yes.
Okay.
Thank you.
And we need to be there at least by 10:30, right, Ember?
By 10.
Correct.
Okay.
Or 10 o'clock.
Yeah, 10
10
o'clock.
would be better.
10 o'clock. Any last minute
Yes,
things?
people get there early.
Esther,
So ladies, on the RSVP, I'm a little bit nervous with no RSVP.
no RSVP.
I'm nervous with that.
Yeah.
Good to
Esther,
you, Sylvia.
are you gonna be going with Ms. Narvaez for the centerpieces for the 27th, like we always normally do?
Oh,
Well,
are you volunteering?
No, I'm
No,
asking.
she's asking.
I thought you were volunteering. Yes,
No,
we're going with Ms. Narvaez.
Okay, I'll go ahead and,
Yeah,
and place the order. I'll place the order, and it's gonna
Wait.
be how many
wait.
tables?
Okay, hold on. We have not picked it yet. Did you want to volunteer for that or what? Because we're trying to match it with the tablecloths. Do you want to join us with that, Dianita?
Yes, I'll help you with
Okay.
that. Yes.
Great. So
Okay.
we'll get with you on the colors of the tablecloth and all that, and then you can match them.
Okay.
Okay.
You're gonna do different colors or?
That's what we're looking at. We're not sure.
Yeah.
That's what we're gonna see.
Okay.
That would really make it festive.
Okay. So kind of like fiesta or?
Yeah, kind of like fiesta. Hope everybody's
It's
okay with
spring.
that. Kind of like cheerful, since everything is going on right now in the world. Just kind
If
of
it's
bring a
gonna-
lot of happiness.
If it's gonna be fiesta, then we need to put a little piñata in there.
That is so cute. You're too funny. Stop it. Question
Hey.
on the reservation, ladies. I'm not comfortable not having reservations.
I don't remember RSVPs, Esther, last time around.
Did we do
Yeah.
them or no?
No.
I know that we were being careful about the main numbers came from the honorees, and we knew that they had their, I don't remember what it was, one table, two tables, I think it was two tables.
Tables, yes.
And I don't
Mhm.
remember, and I know the others that had been invited were the elected officials, but I don't recall, frankly, I don't recall RSVP lists.
No, they weren't.
Okay.
So,
And it was
Okay.
actually the two tables and
Okay.
commission
So-
members and the elected officials, that was basically it.
That's all.
Okay. So then at the front, when they arrive, we're gonna need two people there to let them know what tables they have for their guest. So
Yes.
I'm Sylvia Bruni's guest. They turn in the invitation. And on the envelope, it should say the name of the honoree. And then we'll just direct them or have someone escort them to the table. Are you right? That's how we'll do it.
Yes.
Are you
Have
okay with that?
commission- Have commission members help
Right.
escort them to their tables.
Right. The ones that have not volunteered, that are not here for the madrinas, that would be great if they could do that and be at the registration table.
Also, Esther, are you gonna have the color guard from the ladies from Figueroa that they have ladies color guard?
You know what? That turned out to be a nightmare because the city is very hard on giving money to them. So I cannot get the color guard.
Okay, so then you, well, there was a time that we had border patrols when we got Ms. Sepulveda on as an honoree, as an inductee, and border patrol were the color guard at that time. Now with these ladies, I don't know.
I don't know.
If we-
Oh, let me try the sheriff's department.
Okay,
I can try the sheriff's department,
okay,
but I can't promise. I'll give you guys an update.
okay, because we do need to have color guard.
If we can't have it, I'm gonna need help in getting them, but the only contact that I can try is the sheriff's department.
Okay. Sounds good.
Esther, I'll go
Going-
ahead and I can help that day to escort the attendees to the tables.
With the registration or?
Yes,
With what?
yes, at the registration.
I think-
Great, at the table on the registration?
Correct.
Thank you.
I want to
And
say,
then you were saying about the color guard. Did you were you saying in regards to like Laredo PD? Because I know the one who sings She's a female officer, Argentina.
Do you want to ask her? Would you like
you
to?
want me to? I can go ahead and ask her.
Please,
Yeah,
that would be
see if-
great.
and see if she's available, because she's the one
That
who
would be
usually.
great.
Yes,
Yes,
I'll go
and
ahead and
please
ask her.
Okay, and do you have my email or my text, my number?
I do. I can
Okay.
go through that.
Question,
Yes,
Yvette, did you want to
Yes.
volunteer also for the registration table?
I can. Yes.
Okay, great, thank you.
Thank you. You're welcome.
Or if I may, I think that all commission members need to be if it's possible, 100%. I know that some people might have to be out of town, but all commission members we have to help out in escorting people to their tables, to be there visible, to welcome every individual that will be walking into the reception. So everybody helps. This is a big event, so
Yeah, I mean, I guess people need to sign in or something, you know?
yeah, we have to have a sign in, because that way you'll have a count as to how many people came in, how many plates are going to be served,
Yes.
and that way.
Well, that's already guaranteed, so.
All hands have to be on deck because we have a total of 12 commission members today. That's our total what we have. We've lost 2 commission members. So that means 6 of us are assigned to as madrinas, and then that leaves 6 remaining to help escort to the
Right.
tables.
Exactly.
Right.
So that's what it
Question
is.
also. Amber, I'm sorry, but before I forget, we also need
Yes,
to
go ahead.
order corsages for them aside from the rebosos.
Okay.
I think it's too much.
It is
Rebozo
too
and
much. I
massage.
agree.
I think.
It's
I
either one or
agree.
the other, Esther.
I
think.
agree.
Yeah.
Yes, yes.
Forget
no
forget the
corsages.
corsage.
And
Great.
on that note, I have a report to make. I already talked to the Rebozo lady. I already got you 6 for $70. She lowered it $5. She's selling them for 1,500, which is 75, but she friend Elia Guevara right
I
here
saw that.
and right here. And
Oh my God.
invited her so she can do this for us. Look,
Yes.
I no sé.
Yeah.
And
That
that's
one.
what she's
Oh,
done in the
beautiful.
past, right?
Yes.
Is
yes.
that what she's done,
Yes.
Sylvia? Or did she do a flower?
Well,
Well,
she
she
did
does
a
a fla-
that,
she
that
does-
she did a flower, pero that's what she
Sí.
did. The one that she just showed us. That's what
Sí.
she did.
She does
Very
that,
beautiful.
you know.
Thank you,
I wanna-
Rosie.
Yeah.
For how
She
much?
does a lot of
Rosie, so I
things
can
with
put
it. Look, she also does this like icon eso. And she asked what colors do you
Wow.
want? And I had said first pink, you know, all different tones of pink since it's women.
El rojo, el amarillo, el
De
verde.
todos colores entonces. all
El
colors.
aqua. You
All
know, those
colors,
are the
aqua.
top
Okay,
colors.
then
Yeah.
I'll call
The
her.
very popular ones were the red and the white was
yellow.
very popular. There was a gray, but you know, she didn't have a gray. What
See, the
Rosie,
gray is,
whatever
you
you
know.
decide. You
Yeah,
pick 'em,
okay,
you
well,
know? We're-
she'll send me friend, the partner
Right.
that does the other, because between the both of them, they can do. This is another one that's, you know, there's.
Oh,
it's
that's
like a flower
nice.
right there.
Beautiful.
It's how it
Ándale.
goes. Yeah,
Okay.
este es el de bolita o no sé qué. This is with that design. I think we all want them plain, you know, no designs, just like this.
Yeah, just plain.
Just plain, not. este
I
no es,
agree.
you know,
Just plain,
just plain.
straight solid, no
Yes,
designs.
straight solid, but different colors. So she's very
Yeah.
excited that we are in. $70.
Did we
Seven,
pay
six.
Danita?
¿Mande usted?
Danita, we had bought some. How much did we pay the last time?
No, it was about 75.
No,
It
no.
wasn't
Oh,
that much.
okay.
I think,
No.
It
and of
wasn't
course,
more
you
than
know,
that.
everything has gone up, but I was there,
75, 79.
I was
no,
there.
Say that
It's-
they were a lot expensive. I mean, they were very expensive, very, very expensive.
Sí,
And
pues she's,
The
she's
tickets
selling
were-
them.
The
She
thing
was
is that we're
selling
only
for 1,500 pesos. That's $75.
Time, Rosie.
A ver.
She cannot take a check from the city. So I have to run it by the city on the payment. Cause she wanted, Amber, I'm gonna need your help on that.
Okay.
Can you ask her if she can take a check from the city on the form of payment?
Okay.
Because I need, and then I need to see if she's a
I wrote her the
vendor.
check the last time, I remember.
You wrote her the check and we had to
Yes, I
reimburse
know
Sylvia,
who-
and that actually was, it took a while to get that check. paid.
Yes, it was
Okay.
like, what, 900, pero no me acuerdo.
Now
on those
has a lady
details.
that works with her, and that
Uh-huh.
lady lives here in the United States. And when I bought a rebozo from her, I made the check to the lady that lives here, Sandra
Yeah.
Martinez.
They have to be vendors of the city.
Oh,
So what
no,
we
no.
need is approval
No,
if a member of the commission can get reimbursed, because we went through a lot that last time.
I don't know.
We
Can we ask
paid,
Elia
folks.
Guevara for
We paid, I'm looking at the budget, we paid $60 last time for rebozo.
$60 for the
60.
rebosos?
Yeah,
Wow.
You should have told me. I told her we paid 75. Okay.
It
Well,
was
because
her
that's
fault.
what Sylvia told me. Sorry.
But you
Yeah,
and we
But I
paid,
it was
was
her
we
fault.
paid $50 for each of the crystal plates.
Okay, no, but I was there on Thursday, and they do cost 1,500 because my friend Malena Charur bought one. So they're for seven. I mean, everything went up, girls. And
Yeah,
they
but you know
did-
what
Malena,
happens?
That's
Sylvia,
fine.
Rooney? If I may, we
Yes.
allowed her to sell them at that event, and she was selling.
oh well, that's
And
also
that's even better. Why not?
That's even better.
yes,
We
because
can go down to 60 and we'll allow her to sell.
oh, you want her to give her or 60?
No, 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 no.
No.
No, us. No, I mean, am I asking for too much or just let it go? But if
Yeah,
she
let it
wants-
go. 70 is good. Yeah, no,
$10
porque everything went
$10.
up, girls. With the pandemic, everything went up.
Yeah.
That's a
And
good
it's
one,
these-
Rosie. Okay,
yeah.
guys, ladies, do you all want her to, can we vote it? Or do we need to do anything to have her sell it? Are you all in agreement?
Well, I
She-
think it would be wonderful.
Rosa,
People
my-
are gonna want them. I think it's going to be an extra little bonus to have
Yeah.
them available because you know that
And-
there are gonna be ladies there that are gonna
Yes.
be
Right,
interested.
and would
Okay.
that make her a City of Laredo vendor if we do that for
No.
her?
No,
Oh.
because the city is not involved in the
Oh.
transactions. We cannot
Okay.
handle any money.
Okay.
Okay,
So
uh,
I don't know about those things. I'm not a businesswoman, but maybe Amber or I know Elia Guevara took care of that last time. I know. She-
Elia Guevara had to pay for it on her own, and we had the same trouble getting the check.
oh my goodness. Well,
So that's
So,
okay.
well-
Those are the rules. So we try to work around them and make the best. of them.
right. Well,
Okay.
I let you all decide that, and you just tell me if you want them or not.
okay,
Yeah, Amber, can
I
you
already
help
got
us
them
with
for
that?
you.
On what steps we need to take,
Yes.
Amber?
Esther, if I may,
Pues bueno. And I can take a revista tomorrow so you can see it.
okay,
And so you can see the different.
I love
ways
it.
that can have your rebozo.
Esther,
Monday.
if I may, will this lady that sells the rebozos, will she already have the roses or the flowers within the rebozo? She's not gonna charge extra for doing that, am I
No,
correct?
she's
No,
not.
she doesn't charge.
Oh, no.
Yes, she's
Okay,
not.
if, I would suggest if it's possible, because I know that 2 years ago when they did that, they took forever of setting the rebozos on the ladies and having them bring, or having
For the
the,
picture.
la
Okay.
flor or whatever.
Well,
Sí.
what, Janita, what happened is we had a recipient show up pretty late.
Yes, I
Okay.
know, but the thing is that if they would have the flower already,
Alrighty, okay, I can ask them to do that, no problem.
There's only
no
6
problem.
anyway.
Yeah,
Son
Yes.
nomás 6.
no
there are
Last
about
problem.
time,
Yeah, no
That-
problem.
We
Last
just need
time
to
it
get
was 9.
approval, Amber. I'm just worried about how we can do it to pay this lady.
And another thing is that if, I don't know what y'all think, if y'all decided that you're gonna do it, because I know that last time there were several other rebosos that were purchased, because I remember that we honor Karina, since she did a phenomenal job with doing the Hall of Fame. They gave her one, and there were several other rebosos that were purchased. If that's going to be the case, are you going to want for the commission to wear one as well, and we purchase our own from her?
But guys, that's up to you guys. I mean, here's the deal. We cannot give any to anybody anymore. We got in trouble for that one, the one that
I
we gave
know.
to Karina. But how many of the Commission for Women are gonna buy them? I have some. I don't mind me, but who else is
Yeah.
gonna, Sylvia,
No,
might have one.
girls, I think that takes away
away.
from the honorees.
Yeah, it's taken away from the
It
honorees.
takes away from the honorees. I mean, I think I have rebosos. Several of us probably already have.
Yes.
We could even share, but I think that takes away from the honorees. That's a very special gift that we make to them. So
Yes.
my suggestion is that you leave the rebosos only on the honorees.
I agree, Sylvia. I agree. Good idea though, but I agree.
Okay, so then
I was ready to wear mine.
the rebosos are gonna be festive colors, and that's what's gonna be on the tablecloth, and the roses are gonna be.
That's what we're gonna try to match. We're working on that right now.
Okay.
We need to see what's available. And we'll definitely call you and let you know, Dianita. But,
Okay.
but I know Amber was talking right now, and I'm really just concerned about how we're gonna pay for that.
Okay, but, and are we okay in saying that it's okay for her to sell the rebosos there? Can I tell her now?
Yes, I would say yes.
Okay,
Is everybody
okay.
okay?
She's gonna be happy, you know? She's gonna be very happy
Yes.
for that.
So if she can sell, because it's not a transaction with the city, that's fine. She can have a table where she can
Mhm.
sell the rebosos if anybody else wants to buy. We're only buying the 6 for the honorees. If
Yeah.
you need a check, I can write a check. If you can take credit card,
Okay.
even better.
Okay.
But I don't have a problem waiting for the city for reimbursement.
Okay, great. Thank you, Amber.
So I would think that the colors would be like the fuchsia pink, the purple,
Yeah.
the fuchsia purple, the red,
You just want different,
Yeah.
different.
The aqua, the yellow.
Aqua,
We're
yellow.
gonna
And the green.
discuss go into detail about the colors because we've already spent like a lot of
Okay.
time on that. So
Yeah, I agree.
okay, so anything
done,
else,
Amber.
Esther, that we need to take into consideration or
I-
help you
I
plan?
think the thing about it that's gonna be pending, and I don't know what you wanna do, but like Sylvia mentioned, Laredo Morning Times provided the tabloid, and that was put on at the entrance, and people were taking that. And then number two, who's gonna be in charge? Okay, we took already care of the program, right? At this point, who was gonna be in charge of the program?
I can work on the program.
Okay,
I can help you, Amber.
Okay, yes, help me.
thank you.
Help me. And then I will also, my assistant used to work for Laredo Morning Times, so I'll put her in charge of reminding me to get those.
Tabloids?
Yes, the printouts.
They will deliver them, they told us the night before or the day of, but the day of, it was kind of risky because they brought him in late. So
Okay.
if they could,
I'll have her get them like the Monday after they come out so that we already have them ready and I don't have to worry about them later.
I
I'll
think they
just
came
get
out
a
that
bunch.
Sunday, Amber, no?
Yeah,
I
they
could
come
be
out that
wrong.
Sunday.
Yeah.
To get extra copies from LMT, and I have to get them on a Monday. I'll have
On
her
a
figure it out.
Monday, that's after the event. You,
They're coming out on the 20th, so we'll have them to give out at the
event,
ceremony.
okay.
Amber, I just had an idea. I'm sorry to go back to the rebosos.
Okay.
What if the madrinas, each one of us ask the honoree what color preference, más o menos, you know, in the pinks, in the aquas, and the yellows, and the reds? Would that be better?
Maybe when they do the interview, we'll ask them what color they will be wearing.
Yes, or call them and ask, yes,
Okay.
no, yeah, for what color would they like, more?
No.
What is their
What color
preference?
wearing for the event, and that way the lady from the Rebosos can match it
Yes, well,
combine it.
or,
I like the idea. I like that idea. Do well with, and if they might end up getting a color that they didn't like. I would suggest that if you ask for their preference, that you ask for more than one, just in case we get two ladies asking for green. Idea, I think, to ask them what color they prefer.
The day of the actual.
Yes.
The day of the
The
interview?
So tomorrow would be a good time to ask them when we're there in person with them. Instead of having to wait for their interview, because there is somebody filming on the 22nd, and I don't think that's enough time. Color preference and back up and get that information to Rosa Maria, since Rosa Maria is going to be placing the order. Let them
Exactly.
know the idea and the concept and what color that they would what color would they prefer.
Amber, do you have telephone numbers for them so that we
Yes.
can make some calls?
I'm going to email everybody the contact
Okay.
info that I have with the
Okay.
assigned madrinas, with the contact info that I have, along with the questions. And I think that's what's gonna go in the email. So I'll include you. I will CC the madrinas so that you are included in the email, and then give them your contact information as well. Tomorrow night, just please make sure to communicate with your honoree, and so make sure y'all have each other's phone numbers and your best friends, and you find out their color.